Tiffany Henyard is now a celebrity for all the wrong reasons. We're talking about the city girl mayor of the small town of Dalton, Illinois, with a population of about 20,000 people. You know, she's made headlines all over the national news. I'm talking about from CNN to MSNBC, all of the New York Post, all of the major publications. She's done made it to Roland Martin, Angela Yee. The Breakfast Club is talking about her. All of the major YouTube platforms, everybody's talking about all the focal point for 2024 right now is on the ground in Dalton, Illinois, and what's going on there. I mean, this stuff that went viral. The arguments that goes on in their city council meetings, the secret meetings that the people on the board is having without the actual mayor. We're seeing that the police chief was fired. It's just a whole bunch of foolishness. But now we're seeing that one of the trustees, the board of trustees, was talking to NBC Chicago, and she was spilling the beans on what's actually going on from her perspective, because now everybody has a microphone in their face. Everybody's talking. It's a whole it show, if you know what I mean. But let's look at what this trustee had to say. We'll come right back.
We can always expect for the administration to use a lot of smoke and mirrors. So they tell you a side of the story, but they're always missing information.
Tell me, first of all, your impression of last night's meeting. You told me before, when I interviewed you in February, that you knew that was going to happen, that she was going to end up vetoing the resolution that you guys ended up passing.
Yes, everything went exactly how I expected, or we expected. We went into the meeting and her goal was to veto it. So she vetoed it, and now we have to wait to the next meeting so that we can override the veto.
Yeah, talk about how that all works out. You're gonna end up overriding that veto because you want this investigation to happen.
Yes, as the legislative branch, we feel that it's extremely important to have the authorities come in and force this administration to provide us with the information needed so that we can provide it to the residents regarding how the money is being spent. That's the most important.
Tell me how you're feeling. I mean, I'm assuming you've gotten used to these meetings and not kind of being stripped of power and control. But give me your impression of last night's meeting, besides just the veto. I mean, how did you feel that meeting went?
Overall, it went as expected also. We can always expect for the administration to use a lot of smoke and mirrors. So they tell you a side of the story, but they're always missing information. So they say that they provide us with information when they know that the truth of the matter is we don't have the information that we need regarding financial statements, where we stand as a village. In September, we were $7 million in debt. So we're saying, hey, we have to be more in debt at this point, and we need to be provided with the information.
And you don't have that information, right? You're not being provided.
No, and that's why we're asking the authorities to come in and force this administration to provide us with the documentation needed so that we can inform the residents.
The last time you got financial statements was in September. Now we're in March. How are you feeling as a trustee? Do you feel like you can't do your job for the people of Dalton?
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. And on top of that, last night they admitted that because the big thing also, in addition to the traditional spending, they use a lot of spending on the credit card.
So that was Trustee Brittany Norwood, and she was bringing the smoke and the heat to Tiffany Henyard. But let's look at once Tiffany Henyard receives any type of criticism from somebody from the town, the board, anybody. Look at the way she responds. This is Tiffany Henyard and how she responds as your mayor. Check this out.
Thank you to the residents of Dalton for keeping me in your prayers. Thank you for loving on me, sending me uplifting messages. I do need that. As you can see, our village, our community, myself, we are under attack. It's a shame that people can come to meetings and just tell one-sided stories and not get the entire side of both stories. In the next week or two, you will hear myself speak to anything anyone has spoken about me, anything anyone has put out there, because it's facts over fiction for me. So I will state facts, I will show receipts, and I will make sure that our community is back together as one, because it's always one band, one sound. And I don't want people to get away from loving on each other, because there's so much hatred in the world that it amazes me how people can get together and come to a board meeting and just have hate in their heart and not love on each other, try to uplift one another. So my goal is to still continue to do that. What I ran for office for, I ran because I was and still am the people's mayor. I would not stop loving on you and providing a way for you. I wish that people will put facts out there, such as the money that we win and we got awarded. We don't have it. It's coming down the pipeline now for our community. All the programs that we create, all the housing issues that's in our community that we are standing in the fire for. I also want people to know that we help pay your light bill, gas bill, water bill. We even help you bury loved ones. We even did a mortgage and rental assistance, which was really, really dope. A lot of people came out to get assistance. These are things that people don't tell you that we do. Mental health. You guys know I'm really big on helping people get through whatever that issue is in their life at that moment, because people need help now. They don't need your help when you win or when you're successful. They need you when they're going through their hardship. And that's what I always have done, and I'm going to continue to do. Lead my people, provide a way for them, and go get resources and bring back to community. Because right now, the Black and brown communities are always last to get anything. And right now, today, our communities are first to get things that normally the other communities will get before us. We have been awarded the most in the state of Illinois, a 6.8 for our village of Dalton and 9.2 for Thornton Township. The most out of any mayor, the most out of any supervisor. So when people talk all these things, it's all gossip. And I get it, because all y'all out here, people like run off of negativity or he say, she say stuff. I don't sit at tables that people talk about people. I sit at table where we talk about uplifting and how we're going to build a community. And that's what I want my people to learn and grow into. Because right here, this moment, talking about other people not going to get you anywhere. You would never grow by just trying to put dirt on somebody else. Now, don't get me wrong, that dirt going to help somebody else because they need dirt to grow themselves. But I just want people to know, like, stop with the mess. Because at the end of the day, we still gonna be a village. We still gonna be here when all the cameras leave. We're still gonna be a community, and we still gonna take care of thy neighbor, no matter what. But right now, it's nothing but a show, and it saddens my heart to just see that people focusing on just the minute things, the things where you gotta throw your hand, throw your rock and hide your hand, and that's what's going on in our village. And to my staff, I apologize for all the mess that the Board of Trustees have created as it relates to people coming into our community and basically harassing you guys. All right, quiet down, guys. Quiet down. Quiet down. You have to listen. If you don't want quiet the message, down, you don't have to take it. But I apologize for that, because a lot of that's going on, and that's the stuff that you guys don't see. And it's the tunnel vision that I'm speaking of. You one-sided. You only hear one side. You don't hear anybody else's side but the negativity. And I'm here to tell you that they are having issues. Stop creating chaos in your village where we all lay our head, well, some of us do, because I don't know where they lay at, but where we lay our heads at. Y'all got to stop that, because no matter what, like I said, when the cameras and the mess go away, we still have to live here. We still gonna see each other in the grocery store, in Walgreens. We still gonna see each other in passing. So that's why I keep trying to preach and teach that you have to love on each other.
Tiffany is always talking about receipts, podcasts, and traveling all over the world, spending money and all these different things. But the Board of Trustees is going before the world. And where there's smoke, there has to be fire. They're going before the world and saying, listen, our town is in trouble. We're in financial ruins and shambles. This woman is spending money. She's not providing receipts. She's keeping us away from being able to see the records, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, if everything was being ran the way that Tiffany said would be ran, we wouldn't know who she is. It's a small town. Things would just be going as normal. It would not be in the national news. I doubt very seriously that these Board of Trustees will take it this far to take it into the national news just because they don't like Tiffany Henyard. But there was another woman that's a citizen, Dalton. She took to the podium to say some stuff to Tiffany. Let's look at what she had to say and how she broke this thing down word for word. Check this out.
Board of Trustees, it's residents, mayor, and the department heads. I'm here to express deep concerns about the township's lack of transparency relating to financial records. If there is no discrepancies in our finances, then why the resistance? Why not share the information to the residents? The mayor has recently reported in a recent interview that our deficit is 2 million rather than the 7 million. If that's true, where's the proof? Yet she has failed to give us the proof. The mayor also has made claims that the proof of financial information is on the Dalton's website, yet it is not. That is false. We don't need any more videos. We don't need anything else saying that what you're claiming to do for the village. We need accountability. We need information on the finances. Trustee Stan Brown, I find myself perplexed by your position on the finance committee. Your role suggests a focus on our village finances, yet discussions from you from this critical topic are notably absent. Where are the finance committee meetings? Why don't you speak up during these board meetings? Where are the financial reports? Surely you should have that information, right? Why don't we have it? I urge you to refocus on the financial health of our community and share with us your actions and plans for enhancing transparency. Trustee Holmes, I must ask, what do you believe your role to be? As a public servant, your role is to represent the residents' interests, yet your actions don't align with our concerns and our needs. As an activist, you should be driven to tackle injustices and push for significant changes in our township. I urge you to align your efforts more closely with our community's pressing needs. To the residents, continue to speak up, speak out, do not be afraid. We demand transparency, and that's what we should get. Thank you to the trustees for what you are doing, the rest of you all. Thank you for continuing to fight on our behalf, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Again, this is insane. You know, she went on to Roland Martin, and Roland Martin went back to fact check her, you know, and backtrack to see what's going on, and he did his own little investigation, and they couldn't get no records or nothing. They won't release nothing. They're not talking about nothing. It's just this woman was asking Stan Brown, you know, you're supposed to be on the finance committee and heading the finance committee. Why are you quiet on these issues and these topics? Why are you not saying anything? It's just a bad look for black people, and it's a bad look for our community as a whole. When you see all the stuff that's going on across America, just look at this, y'all. You got Tiffany Henyard here in Illinois. You got Brandon Johnson, the mayor. You have Eric Adams in New York City. You have Fannie Willis down in Atlanta. Also, that commissioner down there, I forgot her name. You have the mayor in New Orleans with the sex allegations. You have all of these black people in these Democratic-run cities in positions of power, and everything is just going to shambles, man. What are we doing here? And again, like I keep telling y'all, we don't get looked at as an individual. We get looked at as, we get grouped and lumped all together as a people, man. And all of us ain't the same. All of us don't carry the same sentiments, man. And this is just a bunch of foolishness that's carrying on. And I'm going to tell y'all something, too. I'm going to say this. This ain't a Pookie and Ray Ray problem. See, y'all like to blame everything that go on in our communities on the hood. These are educated, college graduate black folk. Educated black folks carrying on like this. This ain't your Pookie and Ray Ray class, so you can't blame this on them. That's happening all across America. But this situation with Tiffany Henyard is viral, and people around the world is watching and talking about this. They're seeing those city council arguments and all just a whole bunch of foolishness, man. And the FBI now is on the case, and we're going to find out who's telling the truth and who's lying. They're going to have to separate the lie from the jive real soon. Real soon. It's definitely coming, man. But I'm going to cut this video short here, man. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.